Last year, 2 humpback whales swam directly under this boat. It was all fun and games until one of them blew snot on us. I gotta do this again. Uh-oh, comes the tail. Day's Catch. That's the name of the boat. Sea Watch Tours on Grand Manan Island in Seal Cove. I have been in this boat so many times over the last 30 years. Between here and Newfoundland, I don't know of a more exciting boat to get on. And if I did, I'd be on it. You should see what's out there. Dress in layers. Bring food, drink, sunscreen, and bring extra batteries because you're going to take a lot of photos. That's feed being loaded for farm-raised salmon. The salmon pens are just outside the harbor. A lot of the farm-raised salmon you find in the supermarket comes from right here. Black guillemots show up before we even get very far. Razorbills almost immediately after. Common murres, too. Usually, you don't see puffins until we're just past the salmon pens. The reason all these puffins, murres, and razorbills are here is because right over there, Machias Seal Island is a major nesting colony just 12 miles southwest of Grand Manan. We're still not far out of the harbor, but already the first pelagic birds are starting to show up. Great shearwaters, Wilson storm-petrels, red and redneck phalaropes. Here is why whales and birds from all over the Western Hemisphere are coming into the Gulf of Maine in summer. The warm Gulf Stream current bypasses Maine, allowing cold water from the Labrador Current to seep in through a channel between 2 famous undersea banks. Cold water holds more oxygen, nourishing fish, krill, plankton. Then strong tides flood over undersea ridges, pushing all that food up for the whales and birds. We're going to one of those ridges now, Grand Manan Banks. First, did you happen to notice the water get deeper back there? Suddenly there's a lot more food, and so the wildlife is doubled. The seabirds have tripled, they've quadrupled, well, you get the idea. Wilson storm-petrels outnumber everything. That's not really a surprise. Wilson storm-petrels nest along the coast of Argentina and Antarctica, and they're among the most numerous birds in the world. When it's winter down there, they come up here by the thousands. More puffins are flying by. Atlantic puffins stay near their islands all summer, but once they leave in late August, they could be anywhere the food is good. White-sided dolphins in every direction. And you know you're in deeper water when gray seals gather for a feast like that. Gray seals can dive a quarter mile underwater. They can stay down for almost an hour. But they're lazy, and all the food's up here, so they're just hanging around. Seriously? On your back? Who do you think you are, an otter? Just about out to Grand Manan Banks. Look in any direction. Whales in the distance. So far, everything out here is a humpback whale. Glenn, the first mate, tells me they've been keeping an eye on 12 of them in this area. Seabirds everywhere. Northern gannets nest in big colonies in Quebec and Newfoundland. Most of the adults are still up there. These darker birds are immature. Suddenly, there's a lot more great shearwaters around. They nest down in the South Atlantic in an island group called Tristan and Cunha. They come up here now because it's their winter down there, and there's so much food in the Gulf of Maine. Out here, the search begins for more unusual shearwaters. Manx shearwaters nest in Europe, mostly, then some come over here. Manx shearwaters are largely nocturnal, so getting a few in daylight is always a treat. These are just messing with us. I have never had it so easy with Manx shearwaters. Look, 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 Corey shearwater. Corey shearwater nest in the Mediterranean, then a few come over here. There's one bird out here that shouldn't be out here. Sometimes migrating birds get lost at sea and they need a place to land. So they do. I've seen a lot of warblers do this, but never a least sandpiper. Now he's picking small spiders and other food off the roof. This is a first for me. You know, I don't come to Grand Manan just for this world-class birding adventure. The whole island is an adventure. Hiking, biking, sea kayaking, incredible scenery, and lots of peace and quiet. This is Graham Sorensen, guiding for World Quest Tours based in Toronto. He's taking a group onto this boat for 4 straight days. He knows how good it is. We're here, Grand Manan Banks. Unleash the whales. Here we go.
Oh.
It'll be a good tail shot right there.
The best part is when a whale lifts his tail, that means he's diving. And so we'll wait around till he comes back up. And in the meantime, we can gawk at all the birds out here. Great shearwaters are abundant today, which is normal. I haven't seen any sooty shearwaters though. They come up from Argentina and sometimes they're just as common, but not today. Manx and great shearwater together. Note the size difference. Great shearwaters are bigger, but Manx shearwaters are faster. It's a little early for northern fulmars, but they'll be coming down from the Arctic pretty soon.
The Manx is right here.
Jeez, there are a lot of puffins out here today. This is one of their best nesting years in a while. Great blackback gull, largest gull in the world. Pro tip, red phalaropes are white in their winter plumage, and they're already into that plumage. All these redneck phalaropes are in winter plumage by now too. These Wilson storm-petrels just keep coming. Leach's storm-petrel. They nest by the tens of thousands on islands around here, but they're mostly nocturnal, so we don't see that many. This is only my 3rd one today. Grand Manan. If you know a better place for ocean birding and whales, leave it in the comments. Wave goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Synchronized whales. Oh my god.
Canada's Wonderland.
Oh my